The history of Spain includes some great and famous saints and some great, not so famous saints. St. Joseph Calasanth is an example of the latter. He was born in Aragon in 1556, son of nobility, who gave him a very solid Catholic education. When he was only 5 years old, get this, 5 years old, he led a troop of children through the streets to find the devil and slay him. He became a priest and was engaged in various reforms when he heard a voice saying, "Go to Rome, Joseph," and had a vision of many children who were being taught by him and by a company of angels. When he reached the Holy City in 1592, his heart was moved by the vice and ignorance of the children of the poor. Sunday catechism lessons were insufficient to remedy the situation. When he couldn't find any help, he simply started doing the work on his own. The parish priest of St. Dorothy's Church in Trastevere in Rome allowed him to use 2 rooms and even helped him as often as he could. 2 other good priests joined the founders, and the school soon had several hundred children. He taught the children catechism, reading, writing, arithmetic, and received nothing in payment in return. Other schools were organized elsewhere in Rome, and the holy priest had scholars of every rank under his care. Each lesson began with a prayer. Every half hour, another short prayer was said. These prayers were directed to the good of the church and the overcoming of the errors of Protestantism. He firmly believed that the prayers of the children were all powerful. Piety and letters, this simple mission statement contained the entire efforts of St. Joseph. He did not believe that piety should suffer at the expense of learning. He wanted the poor to receive the best in human education and the best spiritual formation available. He would often say, quote, "We must not have stupid saints, or we will end up with intelligent devils." He combined the latest and best methods to teach the children of the poor so that they could quickly enter the workforce and earn a living. In 1597, he opened the first free public school in Europe, so it can be rightfully and truthfully said, the father of public education is a Catholic priest, Joseph Calasanth. In 1622, Pope Gregory XV approved his new congregation as an order, the Order of the Clerks Regular of the Pious Schools, or the Piarists, and in fact, it is the last order approved by the Church, not the Jesuits, as is commonly thought. The Piarists are constituted with the 3 ordinary vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, with a definitive commitment to the instruction of the indigent. As seems to be somewhat common, however, enemies arose against St. Joseph from within the Church. He earned these enemies by pressing on with his work, even while others were offended by his stepping on toes. Those opposed to his work denounced him to Rome, and get this, at the age of 86 years old, he was led through the streets to prison. His order was then stripped of its privilege as an order, being reduced to a simple congregation under control of the local bishop. It was not restored to its former privileges until after the saint's death. So consider this in the bigger context. Joseph, a son of Spanish nobility, joins the priesthood and works tirelessly in Spain until he hears a call to go serve poor children in Rome by teaching them for free. His work is blessed and it prospers until enemies in the church eventually betray him and have him paraded through the streets like a common criminal because of their political ambitions and personal pettiness. He died with his life work appearing to be mocked and ridiculed. Yet he died full of hope. "My work," he said, "was done solely for the love of God." In the 450 years since the birth of the founder, the work of St. Joseph Calasanth has produced an astonishing number of good works, to say nothing of revolutionizing Western civilization by introducing universal education. Numerous canonized saints count the Piarist community as their earliest educators. The tedious task of teaching the truth and forming the spirit of the young can't be done completely in a couple of days. Even our Holy Father knows that, but Pope Benedict XVI is here in Madrid to open a door for many young people to begin the work of learning the true faith. But the reform of the Church has need of a whole new crop of educators that believe in the Catholic Church and unambiguously teach the Catholic faith. Despite the best efforts of all his enemies, he was canonized by Pope Clement XIII in 1767, a little more than a century after his death. St. Joseph, proud son of Spain, loyal son of the Church, and outstanding model of service to the children of God. Reporting from Madrid, Spain, this is Michael Voris for RealCatholicTV.com.